Hey everybody, I'm Delicia and thanks for tuning in to my weekly top 5. These are the cigars that I got from my humidor and hopefully you're going to find yourself smoking them. So starting with number 5, this is actually a cigar, like I said, that literally I got from my humidor. I don't even recall when, where, how, who. I just know it was like one that's in there. And so I thought I'd share it with you guys. This is actually made by Crowned Heads. They also make the Four Kicks, the Headley Grange, that drumstick Lancero, that's really good. They have some others out there, but as I mentioned, this one is just one that happened to be in my humidor, and I thought, hey, like I haven't really done much with this, so let's go ahead and smoke it. So if you're familiar with this brand, I recommend that you give this one a shot. This is called Le Careme, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's a French word. It's named after a French chef from the 1800s. And taking a closer look, it actually has a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, Ecuadorian Sumatra binder, and Nicaraguan filler. Lovely chocolatey notes to it. Little bits of cedar, leather, definitely a lot of leather, but it's also surprisingly creamy, so it's kind of weird that you had both the leather and you still get some of that creaminess to it. You get little bits of caramel, but really what stands out is that kind of that chocolatey sweetness to it. So really a good stick. Continuing on with number 4, we have the Avo Ritmo. This one's been in here before. This is another one that I don't know why I just love it, because I mean, this is the girl in me coming out. It's really pretty. I like the colors. I like the name. What's cool about it is it's actually featuring tobacco from 7 different countries. So you have, let's see if I can remember, Brazil, Peru, Honduras, Dominican, Nicaraguan, and then you have a Mexican binder. That's all filler, by the way. Mexican on the binder and then Ecuadorian on the wrapper. So you do get a lot of different flavors. The only downside to this one is the price point. It is a little bit higher, so do be prepared to take your time when you smoke it if you're going to spend that amount. But it is made well, and the flavors are good. You do get a nice cedar. You get like the chocolate citrus at the same time, like the chocolate with the orange peel type of feel to the overall profile. But good. You also get a little bit of the spice in there, but there is quite a few transitions, and it does have a nice complexity to it. Again, using all those different tobaccos, you're bound to get some interesting flavors in that complexity, but it does, smoke very nicely. So that's definitely one I would recommend. Number 3 is the CAO Flathead. This is the 642. This has a really nice dark and oily Connecticut broadleaf wrapper on this one. It's funny because if you take a look comparing these, both of these are Connecticut broadleaf, mind you, grown probably maybe on different, farms. I don't know exactly, who they're getting the tobacco from, but you can tell that the process itself they've gone through different things. In other words, again, this is just an example of 2 types of different cigars featuring the same wrapper. This one is very toothy, but it has a lot of oil to it. Almost like a matted type of an oil, satiny type of look to it, whereas this one is completely just rugged, and I mean, there's no oil to this. It's just interesting. I thought I would point that out since I happen to have them both in my hand. It's just, again, different processes. Everybody does their fermentation and whatnot differently, but anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked there. This one's featuring the Connecticut broadleaf, Nicaraguan and Dominican on the filler, and then it has a Habano binder. So this one's you're gonna get the woodsy, you get a little bit of the anise, you get the coffee beans, some black pepper, has a rather toasty type of finish to it, but a good stick, good size. There's quite a few of them in the Flathead series that CAO came out with several years back, so a lot of fun. Number 2 is joining us again. This has been a while since I've had this one. This is the Big Papi, and this is again by David Ortiz. This one is featuring an Ecuadorian Habano Claro wrapper, a Dominican Criollo 98 on the binder, and then Dominican and Nicaraguan filler. You get the black pepper, the hay, the leather, cedar is mixed in here, as well as a nice kind of a sweet tobacco. So really good stick. I've smoked this one pretty often. And number 1 is going out to the JDN Cuatro Cinco. This is a Nicaraguan puro, but it's featuring tobacco from different regions in Nica. So the Jalapa, there's Esteli in here, some Condega, I believe. But really with that Jalapa, you get a really good flavor. It's like one of my favorite regions in Nica for the just very unique type of flavor to it. But really good. You're getting the rich coffees, you get the sweets, you get the pepper. Kind of a nice example of like just a Nicaraguan puro. It's just a really fun smoke, one that I think most of you are familiar with. I've had it in the lineup before. Just a good smoke. So again, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you have a fantastic week. And as always, I appreciate and welcome all your feedback and your comments, and thanks for tuning in. Cheers.